Hello and welcome to episode 76 of my Stellar Tactics tutorial Let's Play series. This episode will be on drone mining. What can I say? The developer has nailed it again, and what I mean by that is he is at the top of his game, pun intended. So recently the developer has announced they have now updated 30 ships, which is awesome, but they have also given us a means to afford a nice new shiny ship. Enter drone mining, a way to become millionaires, rodders. Okay, Stellar Tactics developer, quote, "You can now purchase mining drones at any ship equipment vendor. The total maximum number of drones you can have active and on your ship is 20. Drones on your ship are transferred to any ship you are actively flying. So, if you transfer to another ship, any drones aboard your current ship get transferred along with your cargo. Drones are fairly expensive. However, they pay for themselves in a few runs and are a great way to make money while exploring the universe. I noticed on average when my drone becomes full and goes and sells, it can make up to 30,000 credits. Drones have a maximum capacity of 1,000 units. When they are deployed, the drones fly to the targeted planetary resource node and mine until full. You can use the drone manager to manage your drones, check their status and set their AI. Drones have two AI states. Automatic. Drones will mine a node until full and then fly to the nearest station and unload and sell their cargo. You will get a notification when cargo is sold, and credits will be added to your account when the transaction is complete. And you'll notice that in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. Drones sell cargo at the base universal average for any resource type. This option is ideal for players who want to earn extra income in a semi-automated fashion to pay for ship and equipment upgrades. If a drone sells a full cargo hold of ore, you will receive mining experience on the crew member assigned to the weaponry station." Now, unquote at this point. That bit there, you will receive mining experience. Bear in mind this is all new, but I did do selling of a number of my mining drones, about 5 of them, and I was monitoring my person who's at the weaponry station, and I noticed it didn't give me any experience, but then that might just be me being me. But however, so we'll take a look at that so I can show you what I'm talking about. Right, quote, "Manual. Drones will mine a node until full and then set their status to idle. The drone will wait on the planet's surface until you enter the star system the drone is located at and retrieve the drone. The drone will fly to your ship, assuming you have enough cargo space, and unload the drone to your cargo hold and return itself to storage. This option is designed for players who want to engage in the future trading and crafting features." Oh boy, that sounds so cool and exciting. Makes me think of Elite. "They can then refine the ore and or trade crafted items, raw and refined ore. This option will require a ship with a fairly high cargo capacity. If the drone fills its cargo bay, you will receive mining experience on the crew member assigned to the weaponry station." And that's going to, unquote, that's going to be my goal, is to get a bigger cargo hold, so the ship with the biggest cargo capacity. Quote, and don't worry, I'm reading through this quickly now and I'm going to show you. Actions speak louder than words, I'll show you, but quickly running through this to give you an idea for those that just are in a rush with life and want to get the details, the facts quick. Deploying a drone. To deploy a drone, you will first need to scan a planet. If that planet has any resources, they will be displayed on the planet map in the upper right corner of the screen. Higher skill in scanning will display more nodes if there are any, and provide higher quality scan results. this bit's very important actually. The higher the quality of the resource node, the more resources it has available to mine. Higher quality resources nodes provide higher returns as they are usually richer in valuable resources, unquote. Now you'll notice when I send my drones out to the different planets mining, you'll notice that the resource that when they're mining, it will show two bars. One bar will show the amount of resources that the resource currently has, and the second bar will show my drone and its cargo hold, and it will also show in the top the bar for the resource node as it's emptying out. You'll see, I'll show that, I think will be simpler, so I'll show that bit. Drone manager. The drone manager, quote, the drone manager can be accessed while in space via a new icon in the lower left of the screen. It's so easy to do all of this stuff. It's so well implemented. You can see how many drones you have and how many are deployed. Every deployed drone is listed, and selecting any drone will show you its current status: mining, travelling, idle, etc. And unloading. You're going to see unloading because that one takes some time. You can also access the drone manager from the log map in space or when at space stations or mission locations. Selecting a drone will center the map on the system that the drone is deployed. If you select a drone while in FTL space, the system the drone is located at will be selected in the upper right left system panel, making it easy for you to target and approach that system for drone retrieval. I prefer to use the star map, as when travelling to different systems I prefer to use the star map. That's why I'm going to show you using the star map. It's just as quick. Note, currently gas nodes retrieve ore. Now you're going to notice that with some of the drones I send out to some nodes, you'll see that they say gas, and this will change when the trading system is in the game, which the developer is obviously going to do. There is a new game entry. Lastly, there is a new in-game guide entry for the drone mining system, unquote. Right, okay, let's get into game, and now let's show you actually what I've been talking about, what the developer was telling us about. Okay, so on all of the locations where you see a ship equipment vendor, that is where you buy your mining drones. So let's click, and let's give it some sound again. Okay, so I think I'm all topped up on all of this just to make sure. Yeah, right, okay, so down here we can see now is the mining drones, new entry. Notice the price. Now it's 99,000 credits to buy one, and a full drone can get you up to 30,000. Some of my drone per run, that is. Remember, they will keep going back and forth to the node until the node is depleted, at which point you will retrieve that drone. Here's a pro tip. In systems where you've deployed your drones, always make sure you've placed down a beacon, because it's a big galaxy out there, and if you get hundreds of systems away or thousands, it's going to take quite a while to get back to the system which has all your mining drones in it. Not a problem if you put a beacon down, because you can instantly zap back there. It's so cool, and that is an excellent pro tip. So make sure you keep these topped up. Oh yeah, and that way it will pay you back tenfold in saved time. So right, anyway, let's buy some mining drones. Now they're 99,000 each. I've currently got 850,000, so let's see, can I get 8? Can I get, no, so it's 8. 8 is the golden number, so I'm going to buy that. Notice you can only have up to a maximum of 20 drones, like the developer told us. So I've got 8, that's a good start. The drones will eventually start paying for themselves. Right, let's come out of here. There's nothing else for us to buy in here or need. Okay, now I'm going to switch to Lefia and go back to the ship. Oh, just to quickly show you before I leave the station, the developer mentioned how we can view the drone manager. So if I go to the star map you'll see now there's the drone manager there, and if I click on that, you'll see at the moment it's empty. Ignore this drones 30, deployed drones 30. You can only have a maximum of 20 drones, so that's just saying that hopefully I'm showing the developer, if he watches, there you can see that. Anyway, once we've deployed them, you'll see them in this list, but that's how you can access. We'll come back and take a look at it once they've been deployed. Right, let's go back to Lefia, go back to the ship. Stellar Tactics really is becoming an amazing game. Once the trading comes into play, wow, it's just going to be so awesome. This is so awesome, this drone mining, because when I'm off flying, exploring systems, checking out what's there, scanning the resource nodes, all the time, I'm making money, or going to be making money. Right, okay, so let's bring up the system map. And let's start with Botahook 1. So it's under 55,000 kilometers away, so I've already scanned it. Okay, so we can see 2 resource nodes here. Now, if I click on this first one, you'll see now that we've got an option to launch drone. Now, I'm going to do this, I'm going to click, but have a listen what happens when I do it. How cool is that? You may not have seen it, but you heard it undock and then fly off. Wasn't that cool? Right, now notice the difference in the icons. So this icon is a node that doesn't have a mining drone on it. This one is a node that does have a mining drone on it, and you see the difference in the icons, so it looks like a little space invader. How cool. Right, so let's deploy one to this node. Because remember, I've got 8. And off he flies. How cool is that? Okay, let's go to Botahook 2. Still within range. And we've got resource node there. Remember about the scanning. That was an important thing spoken about by the developer earlier. What's the best way to get your scanning skill up? Every ship in the system that you see, scan it. And every time you do, the majority, you will get a skill point. So that's how you increase it. The better you're scanning, the higher the scanning skill, the more chance of more resource nodes appearing. Okay, so select that. Oh yeah, there we go, making money. Let's do Botahook 3. Oh, there's nothing there. I've scanned it, but there's no surface locations. Could be I need to improve my scanning skill, and then something will appear there. Okay, Botahook 4. There's a node. Botahook 5. Something I've not mentioned yet. Let's look at these resource nodes and see if I'm looking for a gas one. I'll have to check through them again. These are obviously ores. Alright, let's do these first. The noise of them is so cool. Right, let's this Botahook. Have I done? Oh, I've just done 5, so Botahook 6. Oh, there's nothing on there. Right, okay, so down here in the bottom left is the drone manager. It looks just like the drill. So if I click on that, okay, here's a list of the drones. So these have already got to their locations and they're mining. These two, this little icon here means they're going to the resource. So whenever you see that little arrow, that means it's going to the location. So it could be going to the resource, or it could be going to a space station to sell the resource. So you'll see that little icon when you see it. It takes a little time for them to get there, so don't be too rushed. You know, patience is a virtue. With all of this, drones, don't think that you're going to sit here in the system and I'm going to sit here now, we're going to sit here now and watch these go to fall and then go back and sell. It's not like that. It takes time. It takes a little, it's not a great deal of time, but it does take time, as you can see down here. So here's the two things I was talking about earlier. The first bar is the resource node. As the mining drone mines it, this yellow bar is going to go down, meaning that the resource is getting mined out. This one obviously is the drone storage. It can store up to 1,000 cargo, remember. It's currently on 67 cargo. If I click on the next one, that's got 48 cargo in it. Let's go to the next one. That's 26. Notice its resource went down a little. Let's go to the next one. I'm trying to look to see if there's one that's emptying out, but oh, these aren't even there yet. You see the little animation of them flying as well down there. I think that's just so awesomely cool. And you see the animation of them actually mining. So at a glance, you don't even have to look at that to know what they're doing. You can look at the little icons to see, oh, it's flying there still. Oh, it's mining there. So you can't beat that. I know it's nice to read up here what they're doing, but also a visual. Let's say you can't read the word mining, then at least you can look at the picture, which helps me a lot. Okay, so that's the drones going about their business. So let's see. So I've got 7 deployed. So as luck would have it, I've got 1 drone left. So what I want to do is I'm going to go to FTL before I go to FTL space, I'm going to do what I mentioned about earlier as the pro tip, and that is because I've deployed my mining drones in this system, I'm going to go to the nearest jump point and I'm going to deploy a beacon, because if I travel systems, thousands of systems away, it's going to take me a long time to get back. It's just so handy. So we're going to do that. Make sure you do not forget to do this. I mean, it's fine if you're in like a little cluster of systems that are close by each other. It's not a problem. You might prefer to save the resources that you use when you use a beacon. It's entirely up to you, but for me, recording wise, I can't take 10 minutes flying from one system to the next, because that would just be like, yeah, not good. My subscribers would suddenly hit an all new record low. You would not be amused. Right, okay, so we're nearly there. Do our beacon and then we're good to go to another system. And what the aim of what I'm going to do now is I'm going to deploy a drone in a system next door to this system. So you can see that when we go to that other system, you can still check on all your drones and see what they're doing. Right, okay, that's close enough. And is it close enough? Actually, I don't think it is. You'll know when we get close enough. There you go, that's what I was looking for. See, when we got a bit closer now, we got this translocate. So if we click on that, remember, we can now place a beacon. So that's what I'm going to do. Fusion cells, that's the resource it uses, but you know what, you can just buy them, they're so cheap. Just remember to keep stocked up. So there's the 2 systems I previously deployed beacons on. So I'm going to place a beacon here. Okay, now when I click on this, we got Botahoog there, which is cool for getting back to here for my mining drones when they deplete the resources. Let's have a look. How are they getting on? Are any showing depletion signs yet? Yeah, that one's gone down a bit, so you can see there's a bit of an empty bar at the end, so it's slowly mining out the resource. But as luck would have it, these seem all pretty high. Well, they're all full in resources. Oh yeah, look, type gas. So it's gas, but it's still seeing it as ore. That's just currently, and that's just the way it is until the trading system's in place, what the developer was talking about. He'll implement means for making it gas that you're mining. So I don't know how he'll do that. He'll work his magic. Right, okay, so let's go to another system. Go to FTL space.
FTL drive engaged.
Okay, so if I go to another system, there's a chance I might lose my the drone I placed down, and I don't want to. So let's actually, what I'm going to do is use some of my fusion cells, go back to Archimedes. Can also at the same time then remind you of how quick it is using a
FDL drive disengaged.
Yeah, no, that was a bad idea to go to another system next door, because the chances are I'll forget to do. I don't want to waste a beacon for just one mining drone. So what I'll do is demonstrate going back to Archimedes using the beacon, which will instantly take us back there. Sure, it will use up some of the fusion cells, but that doesn't matter. My apologies, wasted a little bit of time here. But I'm just trying to show as much as I can in regards to this mine droning, because it's just such an excellent feature to the game, and it might be a little overwhelming to some people, in which case you can't be having a blow by blow demonstration of all the details for it, and that's what I intend to do. I don't always do it the best way, but my heart is in the right place when it comes to trying to show these things. Right, okay, so I'm going to use the beacon. There we go. Translocate, Archimedes. Use 5 fusion cells, but that's fine. Gets us there nearly instantly after the load. I have a way now to make sufficient money, so it doesn't really matter about using up the cells, because I'll just keep buying, restocking them. Okay, so when we get to the Archimedes system, the first thing we're going to look at is our mining drones to see how they're doing. See how much, we won't see a number, it won't tell us how much is in the hold, it will just show the bar. So let's demonstrate. Okay, I'm back in the Archimedes system, as you can see there. We click on the drone manager. So notice there is no number underneath it telling us, but we can see at a glance that it's coming up to nearly a quarter, well, I suppose a quarter full's about there. Or maybe less anyway, so let's go run through them. Yeah, they're mining out the resources. As you can see though, it does take a little while, but I'm going to tell you a pro tip in a bit about how you can speed things up so you can get your money quicker. Oh yeah, doesn't that sound cool? Pro tip coming up. Right, okay, so we're in this system. Let's now deploy our last drone, because I know I can always come back here quickly using the beacon to retrieve it. Oh yeah, you remember Scarby Herzog, don't you? From a previous episode. Right, okay, here's a node on Archimedes 3. Launch the drone. And away he goes. So he's going to fly there. Right, okay, so let's see. That's flying all of the drones out. So I've deployed all my drones that I currently have. I've only have 8, that's all I could afford, but you can be sure that's going to change. I'm going to get the full 20 of them, because then I should be making even more money. Yeah. Right, okay, so next then let's show, so you can see these stages that they fly to the resource, then they're mining. So let's now show what happens when they become full. Okay, so let's close that. What I will do is, let's do a quick save. Simply because I want to be able to, I'm going to load in now a full cargo hold, so you can see, and I can show about that experience when you sell. So if we scroll down it, and for some reason, I don't know why, I can't delete any of my autosaves. Won't let me delete them. Anyway, I don't know if you have that problem. If we come down here, whoops, we come down here, you'll see there's one that says full drone. So we'll load that. Right, okay, so back in the Botahook system, if we take a look at the drones, we will see that it's flying. So it's flying back to the station now. So we see them mining, and then it's going to station. As you can see, these are nearly full. You can see down there the amount of cargo, 978, 997, so that's very nearly full. That's going to be heading to the stations in a moment. And they're all getting to nearly full. Now notice with these in this different load, you'll notice the resources, it didn't have so many resources on this load. So it's a good job that I didn't keep this load. So I'm going to get rid of this. But anyway, you can see with these nodes, some of them they were half full when I started to mine them, which is why this is full and that's gone right down, so that node's nearly empty. But and this one, you'll see it's the same as the ones that I'm actually using. They're all they were all full up, all of these nodes. So I don't want to confuse you. Anyway, right, pro tip to speed up time to get your money quicker. See, that's heading to the station. It's going to take time. So what we can do to speed things up, I'm going to anchor myself to Botahook 1 to start with. So let's do a warp there. This is how you speed the time up, by going into a micro warp. You'll notice if I keep looking at this, you'll see, look, there's two now heading back to the station. So time is frozen at the moment, okay, because I'm just checking their status. But if I come out of that, let it progress. Now you can get this perfected to how long it will take to sell by setting your distance. Okay, so let's say every 10,000 you can check the progress on their on how far they've got. We will know when they're selling because the money will appear down here. How much they're making will scroll up here. There we go, there's 3 heading back now. And also I want to show the different stages of the mining drones. Right, let's stop there. So right, they're all at the station. 4 at the station, 4 are out mining. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn the ship around. That's better. For some reason I couldn't turn it before. Oh, not too much. And now I'm going to micro warp in this direction, just into outer space of this system here, where there's no planetary bodies. I'm just going to keep letting it go. You see, this is just going to climb up. Remember, we're not using fuel. This ain't costing us anything. So we can just speed it up. The people who will want to do this, no doubt, are those that have found something on one of the trading stations and they want to buy it, so you can speed up your mining drones like this to make the money to go there and buy whatever you want. But bear in mind, you'll only make up to 30,000. Oops, there's the timer. I'm going to keep going. Right, for those of you that hate going over 30 minutes, the timer has gone. You've been called. For those of you who don't mind an episode a bit longer, this is a special episode because this is a major development in stellar tactics. Okay, so we've got 5 of them now there. They're at the station. So we're waiting for this to change. Or no, they're all still going to the station, sorry. They haven't arrived yet. We'll know when they have because it'll change to unloading. But you can see how long it takes. You can get some idea of that now. Because I was at Botahook 1. I'm now flying away to demonstrate how long it can take. Yeah, it does take them a while to get there. It's a shame I can't fit micro warp engines to the mining drones. That would be cool, wouldn't it? But I suppose that would be too OP. It's the balance of stellar tactics is so perfect, really. You know, you don't expect to make millions in just a few minutes or seconds. That just break the game. So we just keep flying out in this direction. Still heading to the station. Wow. Hopefully they are obviously going to... Oh, hostile ships have entered the system. No, I don't want to do no space combat. I'm demonstrating the mining drones. Thank you very much. Right, okay, that's 6 of them now at the heading back to the station to sell. Let's try then, okay, because whilst this does speed up time, it doesn't speed it up sufficiently. Let's try. I was going to say going to another system, but I don't want to. Yeah, let's try it. Okay, so what I'm going to do, we'll come out of this micro warp, go into FTL space.
FTL drive engaged.
Going to try flying to another system and then coming back to see if we can see the update on what it's doing. So we'll go to the star map and we'll go to Nim-Ufib. Ufib? Yeah, we'll go there. Why not? Oh, I managed to crash into a planet in FTL space earlier. Yeah, I didn't want to, but I did.
Drive disengaged.
Right, so we go into this system. And we'll see if it's started the next phase of the mining drone. So it's heading, they're all heading, nearly 7 of them were heading to the station to sell. Let's see if this has speeded that process up. Right, yeah, there we go. So it's now gone to the next stage. So it's started unloading. Now let's try then going further to see, so I can actually show the selling of the resources.
FTL drive engaged.
Oh, I've got some piloting experience then, just for jumping into the FTL space. Right, let's go to the star map and let's go. Let's go here. And while we're there, we'll scan all the planets. Why not? Check it out. Just while we're waiting for the drones. And yes, we can check the drone progress still. So there's 2 unloading now. All these systems to explore is just so cool. Kujuisu, that's where we're heading. Oh, look at that, we got 4 of them unloading. One is still oh, that's the Archimedes one. Yeah, the resources on that have gone right down. Oh, yeah, look at that. So these have nearly been mined out. Alright, let's go here, why not? 2 yuck. Yeah, it's neutral, that's good. Now, if you're wondering, can you AFK cell? Yes, you can go onto the space station and just sit on there. Time goes much slower though, so like if you're going to go to sleep and wake up 8 hours later, I'm not sure, I haven't checked the progress on doing that, but you know what, it sounds quite cool to be able to AFK play. Love that, making money. Log in next week and like buy a new ship. So I'm going to end the episode once we see, and oh yeah, I should really check, shouldn't I? There's stats. So the mining skill is the one it said it will give experience to. Remember? It said when we sell, when we get them credits, notice I'm on 27,000 credits by the way, that's how much money I've got before they start selling. And notice that, oh, we need to go to the person on the targeting system, which if we have a look on the ship, you'll see that, oh no, weapon station, that was it, it was the weapon station. So yeah, we need to go to the crew manager in order to view that. Let's carry on, I'll have to check that once we
FDL
are in a space station. Tuyuk, I think that's how you pronounce that. Right, let's take a look at what's here. So Tuyuk 1. Let's, can I scan? Yeah, I can, I'm in range. Oh look, 3 resource nodes. How my drone? Oops, no, I didn't want to do that. But anyway, let's click the drone. So they're all unloading, but what I want to do is go to a space station. So that's the asteroid field. Let's check this one. Looking for a trading post so I can check the stats in the crew manager. No, they're nodes. Okay. 3 nodes there. Oh no, I'm out of range. I think I'm out of range, so it's probably not going to scan. Oh no, it has. Ah, right, okay, so I've chose a system where there's no trading stations. Great. Alright, let's hop back to Boterhoek. Get to a trading station there. Oh, there we go. Right, drone just sold for 51,000. Ah, right, okay, slight problem. I didn't place a beacon down in this save, did I? Right, I won't panic. I would assume.
drive engaged.
Oh, there, look, piloting experience. Oh, yeah, every time you engage the FTL drive, you get some experience. That's really cool. I made 51,000 credits. I didn't do that before, so the prices fluctuate. And I sold 8 drones before, and I didn't make over 30,000. That one drone, it said 51,000. Curious. Right, so how do we get back there quickly to Boterhoek? Well, not quickly, but how do we get back there easily? So we click that, select that. Let's do it from the star map. Drone manager. Select one of these. There we go. Boterhoek 1. Right, come out of that. There we go, and head back. Right, so another drone sold. See, that time it was only 17,000. The first one made 51,000. I'm guessing it had different ores, which were more precious. Well, that's a pretty planet. Another one's just sold. So you can see here they're heading now back to the resources, the ones that have sold. These ones are still unloading, which we're seeing down here. I want to check their skill gains once we get there, once all of them are hopefully sold. And it was on the weaponry system. Yeah, weaponry. The ones members assigned to the weaponry station. Oh, that one made 34,000. Yes, that one that made 50,000 for that one run, half paid for itself in just that one run. That is so awesome.
FDL drive disengaged.
Oh, I think it was going to crash then. I'm getting my piloting experience up. Mind you, I'm going to lose it because I'm going to load back in my original save once I've demonstrated this fully. Last thing for me to show before I end this episode is the skill gains for the mining. Right, so I want to go to the trading station. So the outpost. Let's head there. yeah, so if you want to get your scanning skill up real quick, just scan everything, all the other ships, and watch what happens. Boom. There, look at that. Select all the ships, scan to your heart's content, and you'll keep getting experience. And that's how you improve your scanning. Oops. Right, that's what we want.
Docking.
Okay, so we're going to check the mining skill now on the person who's stationed on the weapon. So we're going to need the crew manager for this. Oh, wait a minute, it was the... Is it M key? M for Mike. Right, so the weaponry is Annalise. Annalise... No, she hasn't got any mining experience. Let's just check the others. No, he already had 2 in targeting. So that's... something's possibly amiss there. Because they didn't get any mining. Well, we can't see. Maybe the bar for mining has gone up, just hasn't reached the end. So actually for that I'm still unsure. I will just keep on mining and keep on checking. For now though, I think I've shown enough. There's probably no one still watching, or those that are probably snoring and sound asleep by this stage. Anyway, wherever you are in the world, God bless you and keep you safe. Thank you for watching and have a fantastic day. I hope you enjoyed the mining drones. Goodbye.